Good morning, North Hunterdon. Welcome to our second week of virtual learning provided to you by North Hunterdon High School. Today is March 23rd. It is our fifth day of virtual learning. Today is a C day for those folks that are following along with synchronous learning on our 2-hour delayed bell schedule. I am coming to you today from inside our Biomedical Academy here at North Hunterdon High School. The Biomedical Academy is actually run by the Hunterdon County Vocational School District. It's a program that they offer, and they provide their classes here at North Hunterdon High School. And I am here because I wanted to point out the donation that they're making to the Hunterdon Medical Center. Behind me is a stack of rubber gloves. Those gloves, oops, that's our 7:30 bell, by the way. Actually, that's a 7:40 bell. Those gloves are being donated by the Hunterdon County Vocational School District, again, to the Hunterdon Medical Center. The medical center has asked for supplies, including gloves and face masks and goggles and the glasses as well. So we donated actually through our nurse's office some of our masks and goggles last week, and then this week our Biomedical Academy is donating their gloves. So we're all doing our part to make sure that our medical professionals have the supplies that they need. So with that, a few announcements for the day. First off, I'm sure most folks have heard Governor Murphy speak on Saturday, talking about the increased social distancing measures that we have in place here. And the term that he used was he was looking at this measuring time in weeks and months. So when we were first out originally, when we posted that announcement, I guess that was almost a week and a half ago now, that we were going to be closing. That was a decision made by Hunterdon County, all of the schools in Hunterdon County, and that was going to be until the end of this month. It looks like it might go a little bit farther than that. We're going to take this again week by week. As Governor Murphy says, he's measuring it in weeks or months. So at this point, no one is rushing to any jump to conclusions here in, at least in North Hunterdon Voorhees School District. Anything that you're hearing is just a rumor. We are continuing to follow the governor's guidance. And when he lets us know we can come back to school, we'll come back to school. But we are not looking at this point of closing anything long-term at this point, just taking it week by week. So we're going to continue with virtual instruction this week and likely next week, and we'll see what happens after that as well. So it's all up to the governor in terms of when we can come back to school, but there are no rash decisions here. We're not shutting down for the year as of yet, so let's just keep focusing on getting done what we need to get done this week and today, all right? Also, you may have heard that the federal government has removed their testing requirement. So as you know, here in New Jersey, we do the New Jersey Student Learning Assessment. It was formerly known as a PARCC. That's actually a test. The states are required by the federal government, in order to get federal funding for education, to administer a standardized test. So what has basically happened here is the federal government said, for this year, you don't have to administer a test. Now, some states have already said that they're not going to do that test. New Jersey has not. So again, any rumors that you're hearing about New Jersey and whether we have to do the NJSLA, the Student Learning Assessment, so far they're just rumors. Okay, now I anticipate that we probably won't do it, but that decision has not been made yet. So again, that's up to our state of New Jersey. The federal government says we don't have to. We're still waiting for our state to give us guidance on that. So again, anything you're hearing on that is probably just a rumor. On to some better news. Congratulations to Gavin Richards. Gavin was selected as second team All-State and first team All-Group for Group 4 in the 1600 meters. So congratulations to Gavin. He had a fantastic season. Also, you may have heard that AP testing has been moved online, and that is true. We got received some correspondence last week from the College Board that they are looking at, well, they have already decided to do their AP testing online that students can do at home. Additional details will be provided. Your AP teachers will have some more information about this, and our AP test coordinator here at North Hunterdon High School is Miss Yuli Kim. You can email Miss Kim if you have additional questions about AP testing, but we are preparing for AP testing online, and students will likely be doing that at home on their own, or if we're back in school, it'll be here virtually, or you'll be doing it on your Chromebooks here at school. So either way, if you're taking an AP class, you need to stay on it, stay working, because you're going to still have a test coming up, all right? So stay focused on that. Also, a reminder today is the food service at Voorhees High School. Today is the only day of the week that you can pick up food at Voorhees High School from 10 to 12. I'm sorry, it's from 10:30 to 12. and you will get a week's worth of food. So if you would like to go up there, and if you have free and reduced lunch, you can get that food at a free and reduced rate. If you are at our standard lunch price, you can go up there and get a week's worth of food at the standard lunch rate. And again, if anyone has any issues accessing food during this time off, please let me know, and we'll make sure that you get the resources that you need. On to a question that was asked of me. The question that was asked of me is this, what is the district's plan for spring recess? Will it remain on the calendar? Will it be considered a no homework or virtual no homework? Will Thursday, April 9th remain a regular virtual school day? So the answer is we have not changed our calendar at all here at North Hunterdon Voorhees at this point. Our spring break will still remain spring break. No homework days will still remain no homework days. Today is, that's the 7:45 bell. Today is a day of school, all right? That's why we are all focused on this virtual learning, because these days count. So we have made no plans to change our calendar at this point. We'll still have a spring break. We still plan to have graduation on June 12th, and no homework days are still no homework days. So that was a great question. The question that I asked on Friday to the North Hunterdon community was, what activities are you doing other than assigned schoolwork to stay productive? So we had a few answers come in. First one was from Dr. Badgewell, who actually runs this Biomedical Academy program here. She says, I'm doing a little light reading. And this was the picture that she sent in of her light reading. So I don't think principles of neuroscience are my idea of light reading, but they are to her. Mr. Pilecchio, he actually used his time to fire up his smoker. He smoked a pizza for his son's second year birthday party and smoked a turkey yesterday. So Mr. Pilecchio is spending some quality time with his smoker at home. Student Katie says, I'm using this time to practice piano. I've always had to use the piano as a resource for other instruments, but never had to really play it. So she's learning to play it. Student Addie says, to stay productive, I'm trying to learn a couple of new skills so far, and I started with embroidering, and I didn't know anything about it. I just started on an old pair of Converse, and then an old pair of jeans, and they really didn't turn out too bad. And I would agree, this was the picture she sent in of her pair of Converse that she embroidered some flowers on. So great job, Addie, learning a new skill. Student Nicole says, my favorite thing to do right now is to play sheet music on an instrument that it's not intended for and see how cool or horrible it sounds. She says, for example, on Tuesday, I played a piano version of Dancing Queen on a tenor saxophone while my sister sang the melody, and it was incredible. So they are experimenting with some different musical combinations. Good job. And one of my favorite answers came from Ria. Ria says, one thing that I do all year round, and that can be especially useful right now, is if people go to St. Jude's website and donate, it will allow them to send e-cards to patients and their families. They can draw, color, or write letters to sick kids in hospitals or seniors and residents of nursing homes and rehab centers. You can mail them to the attention of the activities director. It will bring comfort and hope to them. Remember, they are in isolation too and bored, with no visitors allowed right now. She also created a team for the Valerie Fund, which fights childhood cancer, and it's a Valerie Fund walk. You can find the team if you would like to join the team or make a donation at the Valerie Fund walk, and you can find the team in Ria's Angels. So I would highly recommend that anyone checks out those great ideas of either writing a letter to somebody who's stuck in a nursing home or hospital right now, or donate to Ria's Angels. That is a great suggestion, Ria. Thank you for bringing that up. And to close out today, my question to you as we kind of approach these next couple weeks where we're likely going to be continuing virtual learning, we all need a pep talk, myself included. What staff member do you think would give the best virtual learning pep talk? So maybe it's a teacher that always gives you a great pep talk before a test. Maybe it's that coach that gives you a great halftime or pregame pep talk. Let's hear from them. All right. So what I want you to do, if you are a student or if you are even a teacher out there and you want to call out a colleague, send me an email at gcottrell@nhbweb.net and tell me which staff member, teacher, coach, administrator, you think would give us the best virtual learning pep talk. And I will use all of my principal's powers to persuade them to make a quick little recording like I'm doing here today to give us all a pep talk here in one of these upcoming days. So tell me who, tell me why, and let's make it happen. So with that, let's have a great day of virtual learning. We will see everybody tomorrow.